Hey guys, it's Axel once again, just to give you a minor update. First is still working on those classic video game showcase. It's just taking me longer than I thought, so I apologize for that. Second, my video about the arcades. It's also taking longer than I thought, so also I apologize on that one. Apologies. So hopefully I can put them up as soon as possible. But in the meantime, you can check my blog about the Wii U. September 13th, they announced the price, when it's going to be released, and what are the games. So I gave my thoughts about it. You can read it at Giant Bomb. The link is going to be in the description box. Click on it, check what it is. But here's the preview. One, I mentioned that when I see the Wii U right now, I see GameCube in HD. Why? Well, it has some good games, but most of them, it's already been out, that's obvious. But of course it has some good Nintendo games for the hardcore. Kind of remind me of the GameCube. GameCube had good games, but unfortunately most people who bought a GameCube bought it just to play Nintendo games. And of course, I'm guilty of it. I bought a GameCube just to play Super Mario Sunshine, Luigi's Mansion, Paper Mario 2, Mario Kart Double Dash, and any Nintendo games. Well, I'm a Nintendo fan. I grew up with Nintendo. What do I say? So that's one part. And also part is that I kind of don't agree with the price. $300 for the bare bone set, or $350 for the bread and butter set. That's basic and deluxe respectively. If it's lower by 50, maybe, because I'm sorry to say, it's old technology. 1080p has been out since 2005. So maybe the Game Pass probably the key point that why $300 is a good price, or $350 for the deluxe set. So you can read that. Links on the description link. Since I'm here anyway, I want to talk about Bayonetta 2. If people still didn't know about what's going on, when Nintendo revealed about the Wii U in their special presentation, they also announced Bayonetta 2 is going to be a Wii U exclusive. Why? Well, Nintendo's publishing it. And for some fans, they're not too happy. And for some of them, they were not so happy that they decided to send nasty tweets to the developer, Platinum Games. I mean, to me, it is unfortunate that Bayonetta 2 is a Wii U exclusive. I'm not really a fan of the game, but I have played the first one. It is really good. It is like Devil May Cry, or even better. If I play Devil May Cry ever since the PS2, it's a good game. But the only problem is, most people would say, yeah, it's Bayonetta 2, I want to play it. It's in a new console. I don't want to fork over $300 or $350 for the deluxe edition. So here's my thoughts about it. Yes, it is unfortunate that Bayonetta 2 is a Wii exclusive, but you also have to understand their situation. I mean, you can look it up, Google it, I guess, about the history of Bayonetta. And you're wondering, why is it Sega publishing it in the first place? Why is it Sega published Bayonetta? Well, maybe they were willing to see if Bayonetta's good. They tried other publisher, and unfortunately, from what I heard, they said it wasn't that good. And of course, right now, if you know the situation with Sega, they're trying to restructure their business. And, well, you can see a hint because, they're not doing any more Marvel movie tie-in games ever since the Avenger. But, in my opinion, most of those movie games, they're bad. That's why X-Play gave it a 1 out of 5. But that's beside the point. So the rumor is that May, they said, hey, Sega was trying to restructure their business, that they were going to drop Bayonetta 2. All right, so you say, well, why not other publisher? Well, unfortunately, they don't want to publish it. So who else? They tried, from what I heard, they tried Sony and Microsoft. They didn't want it. So no one wants to publish it except for Nintendo. They were willing to publish Bayonetta 2. But of course, by doing that, it has to be Wii exclusive because Nintendo's publishing it. It's like saying, hey, Nintendo published Mario, but you can play it on PlayStation. You know, it's kind of weird. So it is unfortunate, but you have to try and understand the other side of the coin. No one wants to publish Bayonetta 2. Most people think that Bayonetta franchise is not good. I mean, I disagree. I think it's a good game. It has potential. But I guess in the business stand of view, they just don't see it. So if Nintendo's willing to do it, there it is. So what now? So there's a solution for this for both sides. Well, one, if you're a Nintendo fan and you're going to get the Wii U anyway, well, there's a game for you, Bayonetta 2. I think it's going to be great. So for people who disagree with this and they want to make a statement or send a message to Platinum Game, here's my advice. You know, you choose to do it or not, it's up to you. It's one, don't buy the Wii U. Don't support Nintendo. That goes with the Wii U's price. As in the special presentation, they said, you know, it's going to be $300 for the basic set and $350 for the deluxe set. And if you think that's overpriced, you don't agree with the price, don't buy the Wii U. Heck, look what happened to the 3DS. $250 for the first price. Nobody wanted it until they had to drop it to $170. And so, you never know. That might happen with the Wii U. But again, you don't like what Bayonetta to be a Wii exclusive? One, don't buy the Wii U. Or two, don't buy Bayonetta 2 for the Wii U. Just wait until it goes multi-platform, if it will. We never know. So, again, don't buy it. And there's another thing, if you really want to send a message to Platinum Game, don't buy Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Why? It's developed by Platinum Game. Yeah, it's probably by Konami. Again, I've seen the trailer, it's a good game. But if you really, really hate Bayonetta 2 to be a Wii U exclusive, then don't buy any more Platinum Game. Don't buy Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. And also, since Platinum Game also has a history with Devil May Cry, don't buy the new DMC. Even so that it's Ninja, I think it was Ninja Theory who's doing it, people who did Heavenly Sword. I mean, another good game. But again, if you really strongly hated Bayonetta 2 for the Wii U, don't buy DMC. Don't buy Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Just don't buy the game. Speak with your wallet, you know, not with your mouth. Don't just send them hateful mail because, I'm sorry to say, it does make you look bad. You know, you can just watch Maximilian's video about Bayonetta. And there's a reason why when he was doing a dramatic reading on those tweets about Bayonetta 2 being in the Wii U. Because it's like, you don't know, the way you sound, it's bad. And it's really the choice of words, it's really bad. I mean, to some extent, death threats. I mean, I know it's the internet, but come on, can we all get along? So again, let me recap this. If you really hate Bayonetta 2 to be Wii exclusive and you don't agree with it, then don't buy the Wii U. Don't buy Bayonetta 2 for the Wii U. And then if you want to further up, don't buy Metal Gear Rising Revengeance because it was developed by Platinum Games. Also, don't buy DMC because they had a history with Platinum Games. But I'm going to tell you this, they're good games. And also, if you don't buy these games, too, it may be you making a stand, you're making a point, but there's also going to be a backlash on this, a backfire. Because, yeah, one way they can say, okay, we get it, maybe Bayonetta 2 for the Wii U is bad. But the other side that can happen also is that, Well, nobody's buying Bayonetta 2. Nobody supports it. I guess we can't do anything about it. We don't have the money to keep the franchise alive. So, again, it's up to you. Choose whatever you want. And also, a nicer way is do petition. Yeah, we know they hardly work, but it never hurts to try. And another one, maybe email Platinum Game, ask them about it. Say, hey, are you willing to do a Kickstarter? Ask them, Kickstarter. Hey, Cheetah, it happened to Cheetah, man. Look what happened. So I know not a lot of people like Kickstarter, but again, it's your choice. Just make your voice heard. If you like the game, you support Nintendo, Bayonetta 2, it's a good reason to get a Wii U. If you don't like it, don't buy anything that's related to Bayonetta 2. So it's up to you. So that's my thoughts about Bayonetta 2. But for me personally, I think it's good that Bayonetta 2 is actually coming out. It doesn't matter what system. I mean, it is sad you got to fork over money again for Bayonetta 2. If you're a Nintendo fan, that's no problem. But if you're a Sony or Microsoft, yeah, you say, well, why not Xbox 360 or PS3? Well, like most people said, it is the end of the console cycle. We are transitioning to a new one. We don't even know what the next PlayStation or the next Xbox is going to be. Some say it's going to be now par to what a PC 5 years ago. I'm not a PC guy, so you just have to Google it. Sorry. So we never know. We just have to wait and see what happens. But for Nintendo, 1 year at least, they got to prove to the gaming community, to the world, why is Wii U worth purchasing? Why 1 year? Because we don't know when the next PlayStation or the next Xbox is going to come. It could be as early as 2013, maybe 2014. We never know. But until then, Nintendo have an advantage, at least for 1 year. If they can prove to everyone that they should get a Wii U, this is their chance. Me personally, I'm going to wait. Maybe I'm just getting too old. New Super Mario Brothers U looks cool. Mario and Wii, HD. But it's already been the same old formula. I played New Super Mario Brothers, the Wii version, the 3DS version. It's, to some extent, it's the same thing. And for me, the gamepad, I'm sorry, it's a gimmick. And again, you can read my Wii U thoughts on the Giant Bomb e-blog. So, my full thoughts about it. So, that's basically my 2 cents about Bayonetta 2. All I can say is, if you really support the franchise, I guess do what you think is necessary. But I just think it's great. There's the franchise. There's a sequel. It's the franchise alive. Nobody killed it. Oh, and speaking of a franchise, at least finally Microsoft apparently trademarked Killer Instinct. Whoopee, are we going to get Killer Instinct back again? I mean, that's awesome. I just heard the news just a while ago because I remember there was a report about a former Rare, correct me if I'm wrong, that they proposed Killer Instinct 3 for the Xbox 360, but Microsoft turned it down. I mean, I hope that wasn't killing the franchise, but since they were trademarking Killer Instinct, or I guess getting the IP, I don't know. Maybe there's some hope for Killer Instinct. That'd be awesome, a new Killer Instinct. I don't know. I don't care which console, Xbox 360 or the next Xbox, but Killer Instinct's a good game. So again, I'm sorry I'm just rambling at this point on. Like I said, let's just see what happens. Bayonetta 2, great is out. Unfortunately, it's in the Wii U for now. But we'll see what happens. Alright, well that's it for now. Just check out my new videos.